every picture or work of art in it has some story attached to it of how it was chosen, of who it was by, of what the work is. So all these stories are very intriguing and represent vast numbers of different outlooks.
The exhibition has a really amazing diversity of different pieces in it. I think that's quite unusual because normally a show has a bit more of a sort of theory behind it, and actually this is a bit more of a miscellaneous collection of things that a very diverse group of people chose for their own very diverse reasons. I think in that way, I think it's quite special and unusual.
The artworks were chosen by a group of local women in Colchester who Sally describes as the radical women. And we first came together when we went to view the new Gillian Wearing sculpture. And we stayed together as a group and we worked on co-curating this exhibition together.
I think the curatorial group was absolutely fascinating. It was such a mixture of people, and it was absolutely fascinating to hear everybody else's views about the works of art, but also everybody was so bold and so self-revealing about what they felt about the art, and it was almost an emotional experience.
It was a real joy. I enjoyed just working with the women. It was so easy working together because we have a common passion where we are passionate about issues affecting women.
End of the day, it was a very good experience and I gained a lot from the group meeting. We all share our thought and exchange views and then laugh and get on with our thought. As curator, we all had a nice time together.
This artwork that I have chosen is part of a collection that Sarah Lucas put together in the 90s. And in this piece of work, she's smoking a cigarette. And I really was drawn to the image of her in that masculine pose. And I think women often are encouraged to numb down the emotional side of their personalities. And I think this particular piece of artwork has a sense of confidence about it that many women seek to grab hold of and capture for themselves.
As soon as I saw this picture, it's taken back to me, my past, my family life. As I belongs to a big extended family, my granny and her 5 boys and 5 wives and plus us. You can imagine 50 to 60 members in our family. We sort of united family. We earn together, spend together, and live together in one compound. It's a big estate. And that's why Tarek Chaudhry's this extended family caught my eyes.
It's so important that this artwork should be part of the exhibition because family is the bedrock of any nation. A healthy family contributes positively to any nation. It's the well-being of a society. We get support, identity, affection, security, belonging from a family. We have a saying in Africa, a child is brought up by the whole village, and this picture depicts it all.
This is a print. It's called The Garden, and it's slightly mysterious because it's got 4 women standing there in T-shirts, and the T-shirts each have got a slogan on them. But I think this is very intriguing, and the way the women actually have just got bare legs and just T-shirts is very strange. The photograph is in black and white, but the T-shirts are coloured. And I feel that, for me, this is a very interesting work of art. It's quiet, but it's quietly humorous. And I think that people will find this very amusing as well as enjoying it for itself.
The reason I chose it, or the reason this stood out to me, was it brought back a lot of memories about when our children were really small and the mittens they used to wear, and you get very sentimental about them and you want to keep them as a souvenir of them being tiny, and you put them away in a drawer, and then of course half of them get eaten by moths, and you have this sort of rather sad moment where you realise there's no point keeping this. And it reminded me of that, and I thought it was really lovely that she'd chosen to memorialise those things. To me, it's about a very personal experience of art. It's not a sort of theoretical exhibition with a great art history theory behind it. So I suppose I feel that it would be nice if people came away with that really personal experience as well, that they had an experience that was unexpected. They found something they'd never seen before that touched them or moved them in a way they weren't anticipating.
When it comes to visitors, I would like the visitors to experience a transformation after interacting with the art. This art is talking to people. And I would like the visitors to feel inspired and enabled to share with others their experiences.
I hope that people will feel moved emotionally by some of the artworks and uplifted really by seeing them. And we all need various things to feed our lives. And I think inspiration that art can bring us is one of the things which will be much needed as we move out of the COVID period.
I think this should be a very exciting exhibition. It's been chosen by all these extraordinary women in Colchester, and I think that I hope it's going to be amusing, educational, enlightening, and everybody's going to enjoy it enormously.
I hope that people get the confidence to actually make their own art. You know, I think that the variety of different things in the exhibition and the different ways they're made and the different materials they use and the different techniques, and some of them are just like really quite ordinary everyday stuff that everybody might have around the house. And actually I think we could all probably do with making the time to make a little bit more art just ourselves.